What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are the Wrestling Marks back with an NXT review, which we haven't done in a few weeks. It's probably only been like a week, but Alvin and I are back doing another NXT review for September 4th, 2014. So let's get this show on the road. So we started off the show basically with a Divas match, which was Alexa Bliss versus the NXT
There
Women's
was a
Champion
match.
Charlotte.
There was a match.
Yes, there was a match.
I missed like 3 minutes of it. Damn,
Wow.
that's embarrassing. But
Well, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss did have a match, which was pretty good. It was all right. Didn't say it was the best match, but it wasn't horrible, especially for a woman's match. I always say that about Charlotte's matches, which is really weird. But I think Charlotte is really genetically superior, like she says a lot. So of course Charlotte won with the bow down to the Queen. And then Bayley came out and got a microphone and started talking, and she basically said that Charlotte needs to start taking Bayley seriously, and she's going to she's going to take Charlotte's championship at NXT TakeOver 2. And then Bayley tries to offer a handshake to Charlotte, and Charlotte doesn't accept it. She slaps Bayley, and then Bayley hits the most disgusting belly-to-belly suplex I've ever seen.
that was the worst. That was the worst whatever suplex I've ever seen. That was. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain how bad that was. It was like she came off the ropes and then she like she didn't take time. She just automatically tried to do it. But then it was so bad. It was like not even.
It looked like she
It
just grabbed her and then threw her
because
onto the
like okay,
ground.
because like the purpose of the belly to suplex is carry the person up, and then like make the person float in midair. But then like Charlotte, she was like barely. She was not even off her. She was barely off her feet, and she
She
like
basically just fell onto the floor.
yeah. I don't know. It was awful.
It
So
was. So,
I
uh,
never want to see something like
yeah.
that
So,
ever
but
again.
maybe we will, because Bayley will be facing Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver 2, I guess is just basically what they're going to call it. And then we go to a Tyler Breeze mini promo type of thing that they had with all the competitors for the Fatal 4-Way at NXT TakeOver. And so they ask him why he thinks he's going to win or whatever. And Tyler Breeze says that basically he's going to win because of his looks, which made no sense, but he said that he's the most gorgeous person in any room he's ever walked in. So that's a reason why he will win at TakeOver 2.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me back up my boy Tyler Breeze here. This guy is amazing. Okay, Tyler Breeze. He's awesome, dude.
I'm
Like
not taking anything away from
I
him. I love
know,
Tyler
like
Breeze, but
I mean, I know I was going to the point where you said it made no sense, and I was like that at first too. But then he said something, and he said every time he came out, he would prove everybody wrong by just winning, and like that's
fact.
true. Like fact, that's the fact right there. Tyler Breeze is not only gorgeous, he gets the job done, like he said. So. You know what? Tyler Breeze, he's just awesome, dude. Like that's all I have to say. He's fucking amazing. So, next, I believe, right?
Yep.
We have Sin Cara and Kalisto, and it was. I found it kind of funny because it looked like Kalisto was trying to speak, then Sin Cara just like cut him off. And I was like, oh my god, Kalisto. But Sin Cara, I know Hunico can actually speak English, but I guess for the gimmick he had to speak Spanish and a little bit of English, I guess. I don't know, but uh, in translation from Kalisto, he said, even though I believe I forgot what he said.
I'll
He said,
take this over here since I'm the Spanish-speaking one here. So Sin Cara basically said, which was translated by Kalisto, that even though they've only been a team for a short amount of time, they are confident enough to beat any team
yeah,
in the NXT
yeah, yo.
universe. And then they went on to say that the Ascension are a strong tag team, but the team of Sin Cara and Kalisto are also very strong themselves.
Olay! Oh wait, wrong
What?
team. Okay. Okay, next we have Tyler Breeze versus Tyler Dillinger. And you know, I'm just gonna like come out with it. The people in the championship match, Tyler Breeze, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, and Tyson Kidd, they all had their individual matches tonight, and they were very short, and they just they all won. But this was the first match that came up. So Tyler Breeze, he won with the beauty shot,
The
and
most
it,
gorgeous move in NXT history.
oh, I was looking at this match, and I don't know why, but I just noticed that like they never even like mention Tyler Breeze's phone that's in the corner, or they never even touch it. Like I was just thinking to myself how like if what if someone just like grabbed Tyler's phone
And
and just
started
like
taking selfies on it.
just like smack Tyler's face like in the middle of the match like out of nowhere. Like I think that would be so
That,
hilarious,
sir,
but
would be a disqualification.
that's not disqualification. How's that disqualification? It's a cell phone.
It's a weapon, though. It's a foreign weapon.
I mean, like people throw wrestlers into the steel steps, and that's not a weapon.
That's true. That's true. You got me
That's
there.
not
You
a
got me there.
weapon.
You got me there. You got me there.
Exactly. So next we have Tyson Kidd with a little interview thingy, and they did this again with all the competitors in the NXT Championship match, and Tyson Kidd was in this interview, and he was not actually that bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying it was a super good promo or anything, but I'm saying it's better than just saying fact, fact. But Tyson Kidd basically went over all his opponents, which is, I believe he said Adrian Neville was like the best high flyer, and then
Well, actually, he didn't say any of them or any of their names at first.
yeah, but he said he was saying one individual is the best high flyer, and I thought he was talking about himself at first. And he said another one has a big heart, and another one said another individual is cocky and all that. And then, of course, he's last, and he's obviously talking about himself and how he was trained in the dungeon. And I don't really like saying the dungeon with Tyson Kidd anymore, because Tyson Kidd, I can't take, because like his gimmick, like
Natty's husband. Hashtag Natty's husband.
okay, that's not his gimmick, fuck you, but like his gimmick is just, I mean, it's not a gimmick, but it's not heart related. It's like Charlotte with her Ric Flair. Like I believe last week, I don't know, yeah, I think it was last week. She was like in a promo and or I don't know, but she came out and she came out with the fucking Ric Flair astronaut theme and the freaking whatever. And then like the first thing she said, and I know this is probably gonna get you mad. The first thing she said was "woo," and I was like, done.
Boo! That would be my
And
response.
then like, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much with Tyson Kidd, but when he says he was trained in the dungeon, and he still says it, it just makes me cringe because like the only thing he uses is a sharpshooter, and I don't know, like Natalia. I think it'd be better if she said she was trained in the dungeon, even though I don't know if she was or not.
I
But
believe she was.
like, yeah, if she was, I think it'd be better if she would to say, because her theme song is like a remix of Bret Hart's theme. She's like, her whole gimmicks is like a Canadian wrestler girl. Tyson Kidd is just a wrestler. Like,
Tyson Kidd is just Natty's husband.
fuck you,
Fact.
okay? I'm
Fact.
done with that. So, you know what? I'm done with talking about Tyson Kidd. I want to talk about the next segment. It was Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and they were at. It was the weirdest segment I've ever seen. They were at like the salon, and Big Cass, he was like recording from his like iPhone, and then like they go in the store and they look like fucking pimps. Like they go in like they don't give a shit, and then like They go to the back, and then Enzo apparently knows the girl there, and Big Cass looks down at her, fingernail
Breastises.
breastises, and she like I don't know why I didn't like cut that off because I don't think that was PG. And she even said herself like, "Up here, boy," and it was like, oh, it was like super weird. And then they go on and then they're talking about how they want a hair remover for the Legionnaires or whatever their name is, and
Well, specifically Sylvester Lefort because it is going to be in a one-on-one match.
it is. I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be two, but
No, no, no.
well, they want the hair remover, and then they have this big bucket of like the hair remover, and they go on and they eventually fight for it, and I believe it was Enzo Amore who dropped the hair remover on. Okay, some guy came in the store with his dog, and he went somewhere. The owner went somewhere else, and they spilled the hair remover on the dog. And God, I don't know. I don't even know if that was fake or like if they had hair on him already. But God, that looks really bad. But
That was the weirdest segment
that was
I've ever seen in NXT
especially
history.
especially with Enzo and Big Cass, just how they act.
Yeah, I really hate their gimmicks. I
I
find them
mean, I
really
don't know if I
annoying.
hate it. I don't know if I hate it or not. Like I don't want to say I hate it, but I don't want to say I like it. So, it's weird. And the weirdest thing is when they come out, they have like the crowd knows their whole catchphrase, and it's like the biggest catchphrase ever.
For real.
Like certified G, or I don't even know how you would say that. Like,
And this is Big Cass or whatever.
I was just like, how do you even remember that? How do you even remember that? So I don't even know. Those guys are weird, but I don't want to say I dislike them. So
I I'm willing to say that I dislike them. But our next little thing of the night is another match with one of the competitors from the Fatal 4-Way at Takeover. It's Tyson Kidd versus my man Adam Rose.
yay! I'm
Hey,
sorry.
screw you. Alright. Anyways, Tyson Kidd versus Adam Rose, a pretty decent match. We've seen it before. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't really good.
Can I say
But
something? I was watching Adam Rose because I've been noticing that Adam Rose actually, well, of course it's in NXT, but like Adam Rose like does like some moves that are like super cool, and he just doesn't do them on Raw because they never give him the time to. Like that, I don't know if you saw it or not, but he did like a spinning spine buster.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was really sick. I was like, damn, that was pretty cool. I don't know why he doesn't use that, but whatever, man.
And by the way, it's I believe it's called a lemon drop. All right,
What the fuck?
get it right.
What the fuck?
So Tyson Kidd goes on to win via submission. To what submission hold? Oh my God, the freaking sharpshooter.
Okay,
We've
I want
never
to
seen
say
that
something.
before.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I think it looks kind of weird when Tyson does it. Like, I know he's been doing it for like a long time, but now I've just been observing more, and it's just this weirdest. Because he's like so small, and Bret Hart was like, I don't think Bret Hart was that small.
No,
Natalia is, big, I guess. I don't want to be rude, but
for a woman, she is
yeah. So I mean, Tyson Kidd is
large.
pretty small, and it's weird seeing him do the sharpshooter. But I don't know if you ever saw this, but Tyson Kidd had this move, and it was called the Dungeon Lock, and it was really cool. It was like, okay, I think you should look it up later.
I
And I
believe it
think
was
it's a
some sort of modified sharpshooter.
sharpshooter. Yeah, and then he grabbed his arm, and then like it's like Hell's Gate and like the sharpshooter. I don't know how to explain. It was like a triangle hold, and it was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That looked really cool. I mean, I think he should have used that. And I also think Tyson Kidd needs a new finisher because when you think about it, the only person who attacks the sharpshooter is
Bret Hart at Survivor Series. Duh.
anyways, I think the only person who would tap to the sharpshooter is Tyler Breeze, and I don't think Tyson Kidd would make Tyler Breeze tap out. That I think that would be the least thing that would happen. 'Cause that would be the worst. And I don't think Tyson Kidd is gonna win anyways. But I don't know. I think Tyson Kidd needs like I don't know if you noticed, but I was a fan of Tyson Kidd before, and I still am kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
But he has like the weirdest finishers. Like he okay, I believe once he had like okay, his first one was like it was called the Cold Blue, and it was it was like the over body neck breaker. It was a springboard neck breaker, and it was really weird. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Well, and then his second finisher was like a springboard elbow drop. I mean, I like elbow drops. I like elbow drops.
For a finisher.
I think I don't know. I only say that because I don't know if you ever seen Eric Young from TNA. He
I
drops a
don't
pretty
watch
good.
TNA.
I know you don't watch TNA, but I watched like little clips of it. And Eric Young hits a sick fucking elbow drop. So I think that's a pretty cool finisher. But what else do you have? I think that's it. Like, and then he had
The dungeon lock and then the
a dungeon
sharpshooter.
lock. Yeah. So that's about it. So all of them are just like flying moves or just ground moves submissions. And do you think anyone would tap to a small guy like that other than Adam Rose?
No.
I don't think so. Like making Adam Rose tap out is like making Damien Sandow tap out. So no offense, but
Well,
just saying that Adam Rose is up to that level. Like, do you think Adam Rose will ever become champion? No, I do not.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I think
I
about
do
it every
not.
night.
You think about it. I think about a lot of stuff, but that never happens. So they just go, okay. So
So, we go on to another one of the Fatal 4-Way participant mini promos with Sami Zayn, and he's reminding us all about the stipulations behind Fatal 4-Way, that Adrian Neville, being the champion, doesn't have to be pinned to lose the match. So Sami Zayn said he's willing to pin anyone in that match in order to win, but he would much rather like to pin Adrian Neville or make him submit rather than make someone else pin or make someone else submit or get the pin on someone else. Basically saying, he said that the greatest one in this match is Adrian Neville because he's the champion, so he wants to be able to pin the greatest one in the match, which is pretty... I don't think we've ever heard that from anyone, face or heel, but we just heard it from Sami Zayn, pretty much strengthening his babyface look, making sure that everyone knows that he's the good guy here.
yeah, I
And
want to say a lot about Sami Zayn, but we'll talk about him when his match comes, which is in a short time, right?
it
So
darn sure is.
next is the Vaudevillains.
Absolutely.
The Vaudevillains. I really love the filter that they put, or the whatever, the overlay, the old filter. That's really cool. But God, so they come in. So you can take it from here.
Wow, you're not really good with these interviews. So, the Vaudevillains...
Well, I don't really care what they say.
Wow. Wow! Wow, okay, well... Whew, the Vaudevillains, but more like Aiden English, say that they are very determined that they're the best tag team in NXT and WWE, both of the rosters, and that they can and will face the Ascension and will beat the Ascension is what they think. But obviously we get told something else later on. So that's basically all they say, and then Simon Gotch says some weird shit that I don't remember, so go ahead with the next one.
All right, we have Sami Zayn and Marcus
Louis.
Louis. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not French. So,
Wow.
Sam, what? It's in French, isn't it?
I know many people who aren't French who might spell their name like that and be called Louis or something like
I
that.
don't know. I was was thinking it was gonna be like Lewis or something, but so Sami Zayn versus Marcus Louis. So Sami Zayn, it was another short match, of course, like I said earlier. Sami Zayn won with a Koji clutch, which I love that move. It's a great
Don't
move.
you mean the Anaconda
So,
Vice?
yeah, who are you, Michael Cole? Shut the fuck up, Michael Cole.
That's all I could think of when I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
Anaconda
think of that
Vice.
too. Anaconda Vice, Anaconda Vice. It's so bad.
Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice. Sami Zayn's got the Anaconda Vice.
Sami Zayn is just he's becoming one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of wrestlers, and I am a huge wrestling fan, so I think that's a lot to say. And Sami Zayn, I don't know, like when I say he's one of the best wrestlers of all time, to me, I would say one of my biggest inspirations of watching wrestling because he's the one. I think he's honestly the best for me out of the whole NXT roster. I think other people would say like Adrian Neville or never mind, it's Adrian Neville, but
Adrian Neville. No one else is good in the
I
roster.
mean
Yet. Yet.
everybody else is good, but not as good as those two. So I
Not as
think
good
Sami Zayn
yet.
is great, and we have Kenta coming, and then we have Prince Devitt coming, and then we have I'm sorry, not Prince Devitt, Fergal Devitt, and then we have Kevin Steen coming.
Seven Keen.
It's
Seven Keen.
seven. No, it's Stephen Keen.
Oh.
Jesus
Oops.
Christ, get it right. And then it's gonna be Durgo Fevid. I don't
Ew.
know. I
And then just
don't know.
Kenta.
So Kenta, well, Kenta, I believe his actual spelling is like with all capitals, and then they're just gonna have it regular. So they're gonna own that name. So I'm really excited to see what Sami Zayn has. I don't think. I think this is the reason why they're not putting him in the main roster yet. To have Sami Zayn face people like Devitt, I mean, whatever,
Yeah, that would be right.
Fevitt
Yeah. Oh,
or
Fed it,
Steen
yes. Or
or Keen,
Keen. Or
whatever.
Kenta with just no capitals.
I
Except for the first one.
think they want him to put good matches because I think it's to the point where it's like where I just said Adrian and Sammy are the best ones there. I think they want more people to come in to be good as them, and that's why they bought the three guys. And then maybe sometime in the future, maybe the end of the year or next year, Sami Zayn is just gonna go to the next roster with Adrian Neville, and then we have Stephen Keen and Durgo. I don't know, I can't say it. Devitt taking over NXT, and Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville going to the main roster, and I think they're absolutely ready. I think they could be in any range of, the levels of the championships. Um, I think WWE can make it work though. Like I know we have this thing where it's like only the big main eventers will go for the world championship, but I think sometime soon it's gonna change to like anybody will go for that title, and I know they can do it. Like they've done it before, I believe. So that's all about I have to say. So
Well, how about you talk about the actual match now?
well, I said Sami Zayn won with the Koji clutch.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's all that happened in that match. That match was really short. I think that was probably like the shortest one
All the
of the
matches
four.
are short. So yeah, I
Well,
know.
then talk
So
about what happened after the match, sir.
what happened after the match? It was the promo, right? I'm just kidding. I would have to whisper, but
What happened after the match was Enzo Amore and Big Cass come out, and Sylvester Lafort, I think is his last name, is at ringside. So they start beating him up, and they got this bucket of nastiness inside of him. And they're about to dump his face into the bucket, but he escapes. And then, yeah. Basically just build up for their match. at Takeover, which no one probably cares about. But hey, someone out
I
there
care
probably
about that
cares.
match.
Yes, someone out there probably cares about it, so I shouldn't say
I want to
that.
see that
But
shaving cream
yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
a
That would
hair
be amazing.
removal cream.
Yeah, and that worked really good with that dog. So
Yeah, no.
yeah. So yeah, next we have Adrian Alba versus CJ Parker.
Well, you just skipped something, man.
Oh, I mean the promo, Adrian Alba's promo or interview thingy. I'm sorry.
Oh man, we're not. We're
I
this is horrible. This is what happens when we don't review something for like
a
500
long time.
years.
Not
But
that many.
continue.
So Adrian, well, I think you should take this one. Not that I don't remember, but I just want to
Oh,
talk
you
about
don't
the
remember?
I just want to talk about the last
Adrian Neville.
match.
Adrian Neville has his promo that everyone else has, and he says that he himself chose this match because he likes to take risks, and he has beaten all these guys in single matches before, so he wants to be able to beat
We've
them
been like lit.
all at once, which is stupid because that's not how it works. But whatever. We go on to Adrian Neville versus CJ Parker. Really short match. Obviously, Adrian Neville wins with the red arrow, and then he just leaves, and that's all that happened in that match. So basically, every single
Wait, hold
man.
on. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but CJ Parker is like the high kick to the face.
What? What about his high kick to the face?
Isn't that his finisher?
I don't think I've ever seen a CJ Parker match, so I'm not sure.
Well, I believe that is, and he hit one on Adrian Neville, and he kicked out at one, and I was like, the fuck, Adrian. Adrian Neville like kicked out like as if it was a regular move, and it was
Adrian Neville
funny.
must have gotten some tips from John Cena
God
before
fucking
the
damn
show.
it. Okay. Next we have the main event of the mat or the night, excuse me. We have Sin Cara and Kalisto versus the Vaudevillains, and I was like, who do I pick? Because I love both of these guys, but I kind of thought Sin Cara and Kalisto were gonna go for the win here, and the only reason why was because they're the faces, and I don't think it would be heel versus heel for the championship. So it was a pretty good match. Like I mean, yeah, I think Sin Cara and Kalisto they have like the best chemistry, and like they have like good enough chemistry to work on the main roster. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think like they use. That this is what I like about the tag team match because it was a tag team match. When I say tag team match, I'm not talking about the tag team matches that we had on Raw. I'm talking about
Did
like
someone say tag team match?
exactly. Okay, when I say tag team match, I'm talking about straight up
Actual tag teams,
tag
not
team,
just two
like tag
guys
team
thrown together.
moves. Tag, yeah, and then hitting like their own individual finisher. These guys actually use some tag team moves. Like I believe Sin Cara had one of them, or Sin Cara had Kalisto in a power position, and then he like flipped him over into a moonsault. I thought that I don't know why I remember that, but that was just one of the examples that I remembered. But damn, so at the end it went full freaking boom, and then like Kalisto eventually hit his I forgot what it was called. It was something with Del
Something,
Soy,
yeah, something to
Sunrise,
soul.
Sunrise or whatever, and then he tagged in Sin Cara. Kalisto went through the second rope, and he did like a plancha, and God, every time someone does a plancha and like their back lands on the ramp, it looks like it hurts really bad because you can hear like the impact of it, and it looks like it hurts really bad. But eventually, Sin Cara hit the senton bomb, and then Sin Cara and
Or
Kalisto
the
got the win.
Swanton bomb, since we're talking. We already made one Michael Cole reference earlier. Why not make another one?
I think he said
Swanton bomb.
Swanton
Yeah,
Bomb
he
once.
did. He did. That's why I said it.
I think that's what they have to call it now. Well, I don't know,
No, it's
but
the senton. It is the senton, but he called it the Swanton, which
well, I that's what I always think when I don't blame Michael Cole for that, but when you
But
call the Koji clutch the Anaconda Vice, I don't
okay,
think
okay, all right, all right.
that's not very close at
When
all.
Michael Cole called it the Swanton, at the same time he had JBL right next to him yelling Santon. It was like, he just hit the Swanton, and then JBL was like, he just hit a Santon, Michael. And then Michael Cole said Swanton about 500 times more. Like why, Michael Cole?
It's alright. Michael Cole is Michael Cole. I'm a coal miner, so
Ew.
forget it. So eventually, after Sin Cara and Kalisto won, the Ascension came out and they just raised the tag team titles, not saying one thing. I don't know. I think the Ascension are very awkward. Like sometimes they just like make angry faces and just like don't they don't even like say anything to each other or anything. They just like make angry faces and just attack their opponents. And it's kind of weird, and that's what they kind of did. They just came out, made an angry face, and raised up the tag team championships. Like oh, and they stood still as a statue. And then Sin Cara and Kalisto are in the ring like, we got this, we
They're
got
like, lol,
this.
what?
They're like, what the hell is going on? You know what? Forget them. We got this. We got this. And then they're still standing there, like raising them titles like statues. And it was super awkward. But I believe that was the whole show.
It darn sure was the
I'm
whole
sure it
show.
was the whole
Darn
show.
sure. Anything else you'd like to add, Alvin?
No,
Well then, thank you for watching, everyone. What do you give this actually out of 10? What do you give this
I'll
show?
give this a 7 point, not just a 7.
It's pretty good. I'll give it like a 6.9.
Can you like not agree with me for one time?
I agreed with you. I'm pretty sure, like
Yeah,
for the
like
SummerSlam review.
once.
I it,
Like
it's
once.
not that I don't agree with you. It's just
Six
here.
point nine. You
If
know how
you
close that is?
all right, I'll give it a 6. I'll just give it a 6, a flat 6.
Yeah, I flat 6.
Yeah, a flat
I'm
6
done.
for this show out of 10.
Alright.
That's pretty good. It's not bad. So thank you for watching. I feel like every single video we do, it ends up with you saying I'm done. So okay. Well, thank you for watching. If you think Alvin's done, leave a like because I think so. So leave a like. If you like this video, leave a like. Don't listen to me. I'm weird. Leave a comment on what you thought about this show, and leave some predictions for Takeover 2. We will do that. I'm pretty sure soon, hopefully. And go follow us both on Twitter. Links are both in the description. And I guess we'll see you until the next video, or we'll see you next video.